So our first day here in California takes me to a place where I've been itching to come and do some exploring. The Mojave Desert is just thousands of square miles worth of desert, and a lot of that desert is just nothing but what you see right there, but there are some cool places to check out along Interstate 15, and that's what we're going to do today. So we didn't get very far in our little drive across the desert here. We're in Barstow, California, which is about a third of the way if you were to drive from LA to Las Vegas, and we had to make a stop. No trip would be complete without a stop at In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out Burger is a Southern California classic. Founded in 1948 in Baldwin Park, California, there are now over 300 locations throughout the Southwest and as far east as the Texas Panhandle. The service is fast and friendly, and the food is delicious. Barstow is kind of an oasis in the middle of the desert. There's really not a lot out here when you drive between LA and Las Vegas. It's kind of like you're driving on the moon for much of it. But as you look around here, this is kind of, I hate to call it a tourist trap, but it's a nice place to stop, get some gas, get something to eat. We have a Starbucks here and an IHOP, and it's really just kind of a big bustling community in the middle of nowhere. As you travel across the Mojave, there are a lot of these kind of off the beaten path kind of places. One of my favorite places to stop is the Calico Ghost Town, which is an authentic old ghost town, I guess from the 1800s, from the gold rush days, and it was long abandoned. And back earlier in the 1980s, I believe, the Walter Knott family that owns Knott's Berry Farm, they took this place on and they restored it. And it's really kind of a neat place along Interstate 15 here, just north of Barstow. So we're going to go up and take a little look and see what's going on there today. So tell us what you got going on here today.
Okay, it's a sport of fast draw. It is actually the fastest sport known to man, really. We have to draw the gun, cock the gun, and fire the gun because it's a single action firearm, and we have to hit our target within less than 1 second.
Wow, that's pretty fast shooting.
Yeah, it's not too bad. That's not too bad. So, but I've trained people. Dave's a relatively new shooter, and it took him over. He was shooting over a second, but right now he's shooting under a second.
How long you been shooting?
Today.
That's it, huh? You're getting well. You're very much improved in the time you've been shooting. Well, that's awesome. How about you? How long you been shooting?
Since 72.
Wow. Who's the faster shot here?
Well, I've been shooting longer.
So you got experience on your side, huh?
Yeah, a little
All right.
experience.
All right. What's your name?
Georgiana.
What are we shooting here? You shooting not regular
Powder. No, just black powder.
Okay.
That's it.
It's enough to break those balloons.
The black powder kind of gives us a little spray, and the black powder will break the balloon. There's a timer stopper behind the balloon. As soon as the balloon is popped, it triggers the stop, and then it goes to the clock, and it tells how fast we're shooting.
Well, I guess things have changed here at Old Joe's Saloon. It must be a dry town now. Guess it really is a dry town. Not so good for Harry. Emily's dream job is to be an actress. Let's see what the fortune-telling machine predicts for her future. Was there any doubt?
Nope.
So I'm standing here at the mystery spot, and the mystery is, why does a person appear taller at one end of this level platform here than they do at the other? And we've done it a couple of times before we shoot the video, and we're not sure really which end a person would appear taller. So here I am standing at one end. All right. Now I'm going to go to the other end. And I'm not sure if you can tell if I'm taller or fatter or what's going on at this end, but I don't know if we've solved the mystery or not. So you having fun today at Calico Ghost Town?
I'm having a great time today.
Are you from California?
I'm from Palm Desert.
Oh, okay. So not too far away. How long does it take you to get out here?
Oh, well, we just came from Las Vegas.
Oh, so you're taking the scenic route then, I guess, huh?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, well, we can have better weather out here today. It's been,
Beautiful day.
isn't it really nice?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. They've changed things a lot.
Really? How so?
They've really tidied things up, and it's really slick looking.
Yeah, this is a nice place. It's a nice little off the beaten path adventure, isn't it?
It is. It really is. And this is the first time my sister's been here.
Yeah, are you enjoying it?
Very
Awesome. Well,
Reminds me of Knott's Berry Farm, the way it used to be.
yeah, oh yeah, the old town, the old Western Knott's Berry Farm, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
You know, there's a lot of really interesting real estate here in San Bernardino County, but I think one of the most recognizable houses that you'll ever find out here, especially up here in the desert, is the Calico Bottle House. And these are all old bottles, thick ones too, all the way through. If you look inside, it goes right through to the mouth of the bottle on the other side. Although the Calico Mine serves as a tourist destination today, it was once a bustling silver mining operation. The coolest thing about coming into the mine is that even though it's probably 80-something degrees outside, it's getting kind of hot out there, it's comfortable. It's got to be 70 degrees in here. It feels beautiful. At the height of its silver production in the mid-1880s, Calico had its own Wells Fargo office and even a telephone and telegraph service. So this is the home of the Mulcahy brothers who staked their claim here, and I gotta say, while they probably worked really hard in this mine, the weather is pretty good in here. You know, as I sit here on the steps of the old original Calico schoolhouse, I can't help but think of those days where we have those 2-hour school delays for fog and sometimes for snow. I don't think they get very much fog up here. Maybe a little snow once in a while. We're at a high enough elevation where there's probably some snow every now and again, but I don't think there was any 2-hour delay for the students to show up at school here. So we're taking a little ride on the Calico and Odessa Railroad. It's going to take us, I believe, deep down into the mine here in just a couple minutes. This is going to be really cool.
Please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop, and be sure to climb aboard on your next visit to Calico Ghost Town.
I'm standing in what was once the Chinatown area of the Calico Ghost Town. You can see the ruins of what was once some types of structures, assuming they were houses or something. Now on the other side of town, can't see it from here, but we saw along the train ride, East Calico, that was where there were at one time about 80 homes. The men who worked in the mines didn't want their wives and children around the rough part of town. There were a lot of saloons and there was just a lot of bad stuff going on in town, so they moved everybody over to the other side. So if you're coming up to the high desert to check out the Calico Ghost Town, it's very easy to find. As you can tell, that right there is Calico Mountain, and it can be seen for miles from Interstate 15 and from Interstate 40. Now, if you're coming up, just take the Calico Road exit off of I-15 and come on up to Calico Ghost Town. You can find more information. Just Google Calico Ghost Town.
Hey! Why'd you watch where you're going?
Guess what, Ben?
There's got to be at least $5 in there, I'll bet you, between them dimes and a few pennies and quarters and stuff like that. That's enough for lunch, I bet.